I've become a Baccarat guy now.
Oh, you okay?
No.
We have to get there. Well,
I haven't played blackjack in like 6 months.
okay, hold
been
on.
playing Baccarat
Let
every
me
night.
ask you a blackjack question first before we go back. So we're on the road a lot. We play casinos all the time, the bullshit ones and the great Vegas ones. And for me on the road, you know, we have our tour crew. You show up. Blackjack is like one of the things we do. Like it's like my tour crew. It's like a fun thing. We go to the table and we play together and we have fun doing it. A lot of people know who play blackjack. You know, there's the book. You play. You know, the strategy of like, here's when you split. This is where you double out. Do you do any of this, or are you just like, I do whatever the fuck I want whenever I want?
But can I say something? Mm-hmm. I've been at tables where they've said, this is what Dana does. I've been at tables where they go, this is what Dana does. Is they're like, yo, it's like a fucking 14. He takes the fucking hit. Like you seem to.
That's what I'm saying. It's like.
So when you're playing, yes, you play by the book and you do. If the cards are feeling right.
Right.
If you sometimes you get a goofy deck where no matter what you do,
shit shoe, and you
can't fucking you'll get a 20 and they'll pull out some fucking 7-card 21 or push you on a 20 and things like that. When your night is going that way, you got to do all kinds of, you got to throw the fucking kitchen sink at them, whether it's play 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, split shit you're not supposed to split, double on shit you're not.
Take hits you're not supposed to hit.
You try to fuck up the shoe, any way you possibly can, because what you're trying to do, and what I try to tell people is, people will go in, and I don't know if their mentality is. You have the guys that you guys all come in from out of town. You're on a bachelor party, right?
Sure.
And the mentality when you come in is, I'm bringing $2,000. This is what I'm willing to lose in Vegas,
right?
Oh, fuck that.
Instead of, I'm going to bring $2,000, and I'm gonna turn this $2,000 into another 1,000. Right. If you have $2,000, you're not going to come to Vegas and win $1 million fucking dollars. Right. It just doesn't work that way. There have been crazy stories throughout the history of Vegas where guys have walked in and just fucking pulled off amazing things that, you know, you hear these stories, and that's almost like the fantasy that everybody has.
Of course.
In the history of the city, it's probably happened 7 or 8 fucking times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where a guy walked in with a few hundred and killed it. But if you go in with the mentality that I have, if I can double my money, if you have 1,000 and you win 1,000, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But that's not the mentality, because people are there to have fun, and you and your 3 other buddies, there's 5 of you at the table, and you're having drinks, you know, and you're laughing and telling fucking stories. You're in Vegas. This guy's fucking staying on a 16 when the dealer's showing a 10. Right? He stays, and then you get the fucked up card, and everybody gets murdered. And that's what Vegas was built on. All the guys, you know, you have millions of people that come in to the city throughout the year that are just there to fuck around and have fun. And then you have fucking killers. I'm talking snipers that come in that the casinos actually have to be worried about. And you know, they go toe to toe. There's this guy, God, what the fuck is his name? He's from Japan. I've been saying his name for like 2 weeks now. He just came in, he plays Baccarat. Rich fucking Japanese dude. This guy's a fucking gangster. Just beat them for $50 million.
$50 million?
What the fuck?
Beat the Venetian for $50 million playing Baccarat. Then I heard, I was at...
we got to get into Baccarat.
I was at Bellagio the night that he was in there, and he'd lost $25 million at Bellagio. And the whole place was like buzzing that this guy was there and had lost $25 million over there. But there's these fucking dudes that come in out of Asia. So how I started to learn how to play Baccarat is I went down to the high limit room at Caesar's Palace. I love Caesar's Palace. So I go down there, and it's all Chinese and Asians down there, and they play Baccarat. They will fucking sit there 7:30 at night till 10 o'clock the next morning.
Jesus.
And they're sitting there. They got their cards. They're writing all this shit down. I learned how to play Baccarat from them, from the Chinese. Those are all my people now down at Caesar's, man.
Were you just studying
I
them?
literally just get in, and I fucking sit with them, and the women are even better than the men because the women have more patience than the men do. And they sit there and they pick their shots. I learned how to play Baccarat from the Chinese down at Caesar's Palace.
Holy shit.
It's fucking awesome.
I've never done it.
Is Baccarat more fun than blackjack?
Yes, it really is. And I never thought that I would say that in my lifetime.
I don't even know how to play. I don't know how to play.
I didn't either.
Is it
All I know is they
complicated?
have a paddle. They have a paddle, right?
I literally invested like 3 months into sitting in with these Chinese people and learning how to play, watching what they do, and learning the rules and the do's and don'ts of the game. And so I started playing seriously in January, and I beat them for $1 million a night for I want to say like 23 trips.
What?
23 trips. I beat them for $1 million a night. Then we're about to go on we're going out of town somewhere, and I'm in there. We're literally supposed to be on the fucking plane in like 25 minutes, and I get clipped for $5 million. And so we had to jump on the plane, go on a trip. I come back, beat Bellagio for $3 million. And anyway, it's just been that. This is what's been going on.
You're the best, dude.
I beat Red Rock last night for $750,000. When you play Baccarat, you win so much more money.
And what type of wagers are generating? You know what I mean?
You can bet $450,000 a hand at Bellagio. You can bet $350,000 a hand at Caesars, and Red Rock lets me play $100,000 a hand.
And it's because I don't know anything about the game. A hand, is it over quickly? Like, is it a complicated or quick thing?
So what happens is, you guys got to come do this with me.
Yeah, I want to. I want to.
Absolutely not.
I want to.
Absolutely not. I love the tickle of gamble. The gambling, thing I love about gambling is when you're not thinking about drinking, you're not thinking about your family, you're in the moment, and everything's tingling inside you, and you go, and your heart's racing. That moment of gamble is so sexy, but it's got to be worth something to you. That's the thing that with me true. Is that it no longer is worth something to me. So like I'm not willing to bet that much money. It's got to tickle you. Like,
but then you don't get the rush.
Yeah, the rush is what I want. Because you know what I mean?
They always say at blackjack. I don't know if you ever heard this.
You're preaching to the preacher here.
When you're
gambling on blackjack and they go and you that first time you reduce your bet. You go like you've been betting 1,000 and you pull it back to 100. And then someone goes, oh, I guess this is how you want to hit blackjack. Like you're always going to get blackjack on the time you pull your bet down.
Well, I don't do that. I go fucking
hard.
So wait, what's your number? What's your number? Because I know my number for a bet where the rush kicks in.
Well,
like when I love the feeling of going like, I'm all in. Like I love that feeling of going, this is all the money I brought to the table. I'm putting it all on black. I love that feeling. What's your number? If that's
my thing is about winning. I want to win. I want to come. What you said is dead on. I want to beat them. I want to win. So I'm not there. You'll get these guys that'll go in there and fucking play for 10 hours. Mm-hmm. I've played for fucking 18, 19 hours. If I'm there 18, 19 hours, that's not a good fucking thing. That means I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm trying to get back out. What I do is I go in and I try to be strategic and I try to be disciplined, right? So you go in, you bet as big as you can, you win 2 or 3 hands, and you get the fuck out of there.
And you do that a lot?
100%.
2-3 hands?
100%.
So wait,
Listen, if I'm betting $450,000 a hand, and you win 3 hands, do the math. It's over $1 million.
So
you get the fuck out of there immediately.
1,000%. When you say though the hand on Baccarat, tell me how you were about to tell me how.
So this is how it works. So you can either bet. You can bet banker or player.
Okay.
Right. And the way that you win, there's a natural. A natural is the equivalent of a blackjack.
Okay.
And blackjack. So if you get an 8 or a 9, it's called a natural, and you automatically win.
Automatically.
Unless the dealer flips an 8 or a 9, and then it's a push.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So an 8 or a 9 win you the hand.
Okay.
If you get anything else, the one who gets closest to 8 or 9 wins.
Okay, so like 7 would be close to.
Okay. 7 is good. I had some people with me last night that it was their first time playing.
Yeah.
So kind of walked them through it, and they played with me for probably, I had already won.
Yeah.
So I was just fucking around with them to kind of show them how to do it. And they all walked out of there with money last night. But I'm telling you, and Baccarat is the closest game that's the closest to 50-50. You know what I mean?
Odds-wise.
It's a 50-50.
Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.